dreamers, and welcome back to PERLA'S Dreams. Cancer, Leo, Cusp, this is your reading. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever resonates and please leave the rest. The intention is always set that these readings are to help with your own evolution and inner growth. Guys, you guys are coming out of a time of feeling very constricted, feeling very tied up is what I'm picking up. There's this energy of like finally feeling free, finally feeling like you can breathe. Some of you may have been doing a lot of shadow work, and this is where this constriction, this confined space that I'm picking up is probably coming from. But someone here is freeing themselves from either other people's opinion or from like your own perception, like the old way that you used to perceive yourself. Someone is, I don't know, there's a sense of I could breathe. I can breathe. There was a situation, there was a space that almost made it feel impossible to breathe, that it made it feel like you were gonna die, like made it feel like there was no way out of it. Now, whether this was internally, like through shadow work, or whether this is like physically, um, for some of you, when this is, for those of you that this is physically, it was like you were in a really difficult living situation, whether it was with an ex or family member or something. There was something where you kind of almost felt like you had to watch your back because a part of you honestly felt like this person could unalive you at any moment. And I know that that sounds extreme, but that's the way that it's coming up. It's like, you know, and sometimes it can be just a matter of fact that you didn't. Okay, let's put it in this way so that people can, I guess, relate. Sometimes, like, we're gonna use the example of an ex, right? So let's say you're dating somebody, right? And this person has hurt you emotionally, or physically, however it is, or both, multiple times, right? And you decide to get back with this person. Your nervous system is still recognizing this person as a danger. So every time you go to sleep and you lay next to them, your body is reacting, right? It's responding to that fear of that this person is a danger. So that's like the energy that I'm picking up. So that is the energy that is surrounding this space that you're coming out of, like that you're coming out of, or that you came out of. So like if you look at it from a place of like, when you go into these shadow spaces, places, excuse me, to deal with your trauma and stuff like that, initially when that trauma surfaces up, your body is reacting as if that trauma was actually happening at this moment in time. It doesn't recognize it as something that has passed already, right? That's why you're going into it to heal it, right? To balance that energy out. So a lot of there is a sense like during this time you have to have a lot of patience with yourself. You have to have a lot of compassion with yourself, and you really, 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 really have to surround yourself with people that you feel safe around, people that genuinely love you, that you genuinely love. Because even though the harder part of this healing part, like this process of healing in your life, has come to pass, the opening up, right? The opening of your heart to trust again, the opening of your heart to connect with people again is just beginning. I'm sorry, I just gotta put my hand, like my hands on my heart because I like I can really feel your pain. Like at this moment, it's like a lot of you really didn't think that you were gonna make it out of this. A lot of you really didn't think that you were gonna make it as far as you've made it. And my heart goes out to you guys. All right, let's go ahead and see what else do we have. A lot of you are in this place of like of finally being seen, and it's not necessarily like being seen by others, but being seen by yourself. Um a lot of you have given yourself the permission to really see yourself and to really accept yourself as you are. I see this kid like sitting on like on a hill next to a tree and just wondering, just wondering. Some of you are wondering of like who you would be right now if you didn't have to experience the traumas that you did. Who would you be if you would have been brought up? And again, this is going to be specifically like for a group of you. Like, what if I would have had like a loving family? What if I would have had like a supporting group of friends? What if I like? There's a lot of what ifs in this reading, and a lot of you have again gone into that space of like healing, and these these spaces, like you know, these traumas, these challenges have resurfaced, and it almost feels like you like you want to sit on the side of, you want to stay on this side of victory. But to some of you, even the idea of like opening your heart up in certain areas, whether it's like romantically or whatever it is still something that physically your body's still trying to adjust to. Physically your body's still not there, right? Like your spirit knows the benefits and the greatness of like connecting and love and this and this and that, and your mind cannot logically wrap wrap itself around it, but your body not so much. I feel like you have to be very gentle with yourself during this healing process as your physical body is releasing all of this trauma from it. There are certain things that, you know, we can process a lot faster than others. There's other things that just take some time. And as you're processing, as your physical body's processing the release of all of this trauma, you need to logically, right, with your mind, make sure that you are providing, excuse me, safe environments. And what I mean by that are environments where your nervous system can relax, environments where your your body can like lean into it and doesn't have to be in alert. This is very deep for you guys today. And I see you. I see you. I feel like this inner child is like, is either whether you're saying it to your inner child or your inner child is saying it to you, or like this is something that is going back and forth. Like I see you, I see you, and it's like this And for those of you that have really done work with inner child, you know how sometimes that energy can be tiptoeing. That energy can be very like slow moving. It can be very like touch and go type of energy. So these words of like I see you bring in this like empowering like type of energy for you guys. So I think the challenge for you guys more than anything this week, it's about, not, why did I say this week? I don't think I'm doing another reading in a week. But maybe there is like that 1 week that feels extremely rough, where all you want to do is like be in bed, be under the covers, excuse me, and eat like comforting food or something like that. So try to provide that safety space, like that safe environment, that safe space for your body to finish like the process of what has been released from your body. And make sure that you're being very, very, very gentle with yourself, very caring with yourself. Be mindful of how you're speaking to yourself. How you're speaking to yourself is very important during this time. Okay. You have been this that you're experiencing right now is not new to you. I feel like you've been on this little like roller coaster ride, but I feel like this was like the deepest that you've gone down. You may have gone into this particular healing aspect of this particular trauma with a lot of like a can do attitude, like yeah, I can do this attitude, and a lot of like security within yourself. But this by far has been, out of like all of your shadow work, the most humbling. Because it feels like if you really went, I don't think that you realize how deep this was buried inside. I don't think that you realize how deep it was buried inside until you were actually in it. And it's like, even with the way that I'm trying to speak, I'm trying to like keep my tone down. I'm trying to like keep everything like a little neutral, so that like your spirit doesn't get spooked away, if that makes any sense. Because there's like this sensitivity, like this very like your nervous system is like resetting itself. It's doing its thing. And it may just take like a full like 7 days, like a full week, for it to kind of like feel like, okay, I can go back and connect with people. I can go back and be around people. I can go back and like go grocery shopping. Like if you have to like, you Instacart during this time or whatever it is, like go again, give yourself the permission to provide whatever it is that your body physically needs at this moment in time, so that your nervous system, your body feels safe, feels like it's in a safe environment. Because whatever it is that you just recently went through, whatever trauma you dug yourself deep into to heal, it really did a number on your physical body. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. We have the Medicine Heart Oracle deck that we're going to be using. It is a deck that was recently gifted to me by a very special client. Let's go ahead and let's see. Can you give me one card, Spirit, for Cancer, Leo, Cusp? My heart, my love, my compassion, my grace goes out to you guys during this time. We have all been there. And I'm not saying that to minimize or diminish your your experience. I'm saying it more so that you know that you are not alone and that we are all here for you collectively and energetically. So we have the she wolf of the south, and it's a look. I just looking at this picture, it's like so freaking powerful. Just the look of it. Number 36. Um, ooh. Just bear with me for a moment. 38, 37. Your past can be a source of beneficial wisdom claimed through experience, rather than a stiffing burden of regret, reclamation, and rumination. Acknowledge your heroic heart and that the strength of will that has been seen through to this moment. Wait, acknowledge your heroic heart and the strength of will that has seen you through this moment. Excuse me. Decide that you will utilize everything that has happened to grow wiser, to heal yourself, to realize your inner strength, and not acknowledge the suffering in what has been, but do not allow it to disturb or dissuade you from your faithful confidence in your ability to live a more beautiful and healed life. So again, you guys, um, like I'm bowing to you guys because of the strength and the courage that it took you guys to do this. And always remember, when you bow to others, you bow to yourself. We are all reflections of ourselves, right? We are, what you see is what you are, is what somebody keeps telling me. So like when I would say like, oh my god, you're so beautiful, oh my god, you're amazing, this and that, like what you see is what you are. So really, really stay in a place of gratefulness during this time as everything continues to unfold. Really allow yourself to have compassion and grace with yourself as your body realigns and readjusts to the new, right? To not having to carry that trauma anymore physically, right? And anytime there's anything that is released physically, there's adjustment that is needed, and you're being asked to lean into the adjustment that spirit is making physically in your body during this time. I love you guys. You guys are not alone. You guys are protected. Um, as always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye.